Take them home. I could fall back, I could play the zone. I could turn them on like their favorite song. I could make sure that I ain't alone. But hey Bernie, I made off and made a play. And played it the fair way, I'm tailor-made. It's better to burn out than fade away. Hey, I ain't coming to say today. Don't I get you anything you want? Say Gucci, Prada, even Saint Laurent. I kept it 100 from the jump. Say, lost me, I think you lost me. Say, better used to get me for the low. Say, God, he need 100 for a show. Why you always gotta do the most? Lost me, I think you lost me. You can find me in my office, I'm on some boss. Hey, when it office, I'm exhausted. Till that bitch spin the bottles, but hold the sparkles.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Off the Bat. I know normally we have Hefe here, but it's a much better day today, guys. We have Slam the Bookie on the show.
Up,
so it is a great
Face
day.
review.
Welcome back.
Face review.
Face reveal. Slam, how are you, man? Thanks for joining us today.
I'm good, boys. How you guys doing?
Thank you for having me. Paradise. Absolutely, man. It's a huge slate today. Excited to dive into it. We have our resident host, BBB, in the building. Little sad today. I know the Blues by 90 train didn't hit last night, but how are you today, my friend?
We're good. No series is over until they lose the home game. We love the Bennington looked last night, so we're just getting started. Make some adjustments. See if we can get one game on the road. That's all we're looking for, and then on to the next one. But we got a lot of baseball to cover today, so I'm excited to get into that.
Heck yeah, boys. Yesterday was an interesting day. A lot of different games. A lot of them played out a lot of different ways. Anything stick out to anybody from yesterday's slate? Besides the Yankees, just keep rolling.
Man. The Yankees have been hot. They just don't lose, man. I think yesterday we had a big community collab in the Discord. Yes. If you haven't joined Discord already, boys, join the Discord. We have one play today. We cashed yesterday on the Braves first 5. Braves ended up winning full game. And then I think we gave out the Rangers as well, and they ended up getting it done. So I think it was a pretty sharp day yesterday, a dog day, if you say. I don't know.
Absolutely. It was a sharp day. One thing I want to touch on from what you said was about that Angels-Rangers game. What a late performance by the Rangers. Tie game going into the 8th inning, and they drop a 6-burger to completely open it up. So good win there against the Angels, and the Angels are definitely a team I think we have to worry about. Shout out to Slam's boy, Mr. Chow, who knows that Slam usually oversleeps being on this show.
That's not me, man. That's BBB. I'm always up early.
On that one.
I'm here.
Not going to touch on that one.
Always here, Steven.
But, boys, firstly, we do want to shout out our sponsors, ATS Spot, for hosting this show. Without them, we would not be here. But, boys, it's about that time. Y'all ready to dive into today's slate?
Let's get it.
All right, boys, first game on the slate is the Braves versus the Brewers. We have a pitching battle in this one. 1 second here to pull up today's slate. We have Max Fried versus Corbin Burnes. BBB, what you think about the first game of the day?
Yeah, Corbin Burnes, he's been nailed so far. So I mean, it's tough to fade him in this spot. The Brewers have won 2 straight games with scoring a run off of a wild pitch. So that's kind of wild. I think they're due for some regression, if we're being honest. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Braves get one here, but I'm not going to fade the Braves or the Brewers, who have been just pitching lights out as of right now. So this is a layoff spot for me. Early game. Hefe says it best. The Hefe little nugget there. If you wouldn't bet it in the late slate, don't bet it just because it's the early game. So I'm going to lay off this one, but kind of lean towards the dog here.
Yeah, so speaking of Hefe, he did want to get a pick in today, and his one pick he did send in was the Braves on this one. Didn't give me any reasoning, but he did want me to tell you guys that he is all over the Braves. Slammy, what you like in this spot?
Took the Braves yesterday. I hate backing the same teams back-to-back here, but I mean, as far as the line goes, it was at 130, a minus 130. It's going up. I think this is a Brewers game. I lean to the over. I think the majority of the public think it's going to go to the under here. I like it to go over. Maybe first 5 under is best. Max has been pitching better, and Corbin Burnes has just been pitching a lot better. I'll look at Corbin Burns' strikeouts over as well. I think it's sitting at 8.5. And he's been hitting that number. He's been hitting 10, 11 almost every game. I look for first 5 to be pretty close, and then it could open up afterwards.
I like it. Look at Corbin Burns' numbers, guys. The Brewers are not doing him any favors. He's 1-2 with a sub-2 ERA. He has a 1.77 ERA and has more losses than wins with 57 strikeouts in 45 innings of work. They have not been getting the bats going for him. But I'm in the same exact boat as you, Slam. This is an overplay for me. The total is just too low, sitting at 6.5. It's also juiced on the under. I like taking totals on the opposite side of the juice. Plus, we get it at minus 105, and it's only 6.5. So I am taking that as well. Going over to Mr. Slam, who is our prop edge house expert. Go over what this is telling the people.
For sure, man. If you follow us on Twitter, I've been posting these stats for you guys. Our sponsor Edge House here, #1 prop tool, and if you want some quality data, this is the perfect spot here. Use the code ATS20 for 20% off. But I put up Corbin Burns' stats here at home. He's hit at 100% this year at home. His strikeouts is at 8.5. It's juiced to minus 140. Every time I see a juiced strikeouts, it's usually a good sign that most likely will go over here. For me, I like Corbin Burns strikeouts for this game, man. It's a good spot, hitting at 100% this year.
Yeah, we like plays that are hitting at 100% rate, right? So, Mr. Slam, will you be posting that, or will ATS Spot have that posted today for people?
Yeah, I posted a couple already, but cool. I can post that one soon too.
Stay tuned, boys. Make sure you follow ATS Spot. There's some awesome props that are being put out. Well, boys, let's dive into the second game we have on the slate. We have the Tigers versus the Rays. We have Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for the Tigers. On the other end is Drew Rasmussen for the Rays. Rasmussen 3-1 on the year, 2.67 ERA. While Rodriguez is 1-2 on the year with a 3.72 ERA. The Tigers have been terrible on the road this year. They are 4-11, going up against a Rays team that's basically done all their damage at home. They're 12-9 at home on the year. BBB, what do you like in this spot?
This is another one where I like the dog, guys. I like the way Erod's looked this year. His numbers aren't the greatest, but I like the way he's passing the eye test for me. I think he's looked pretty good. And the Tigers have actually not been too bad. They just swept the Orioles. They stole one from the Rays. They lost last night's game, and I think that's why a lot of people are going to hop on. Rasmussen's been also pretty good for the Rays, but I think we see a little bit of regression from him here. I like the Tigers here. I think this is a dog or pass play for me. So 2 early dogs that I'm kind of leaning towards already, but especially on a day where most of these, I think this is kind of a fave day. So early slate though, I'm kind of liking some of these dogs.
I lean the same way you do in this one. I'm not making an official play in this game. I think it's pretty sharp, but if I were to take any action, I would take the value on the plus 150. I don't think that this one is going to be a Rays screamer, as I've seen on Twitter. A lot of people posting so far today. Mr. Slam, what you like in this spot?
This one is tough. I do lean towards the dog here. First 5 Tigers run line. I think it's at minus 110. I like the Tigers to make it close. First 5. Erod's been pitching a lot better, man. I think the Tigers haven't been really giving him any run support, but he hasn't given up a lot of earned runs in the past 3 starts, I would say. So he's been pitching a lot better here, coming off a win too. So I like the Tigers here as a dog, first 5.
It's a good fade the public spot as well. I'm seeing over 90% of the action on the Rays here on just the money line. So a good fade the public spot could be the Tigers here today in the early slate. We do see a lot of dogs win in the early slate. I know BBB is a big fan of that as well. So we'll see if that continues on the trends here. Boys, are we ready for the third game? What do we have next?
Rockies game.
Rockies versus the Giants. All right, boys, we have Logan Webb on the hill for the Giants, 5-1 on the year, 3.48 ERA versus Freeland, who is 1-4 on the year with a 4.91 ERA. Game is in Colorado, so there's a really high total in this one. Game sitting at 11 total runs. BBB, what you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen these last few games just soar over. So I think for me, this is you either take the over or you pass on it because even if you like the under, I think if you like the under, the best you can do with this one is just lay off it because we've had, I think, the best shots for the under were the last couple games, that better pitching and everything. But this time I know the wind is blowing in, so maybe that'll help a little bit. But I mean, we don't have, Freeland's been getting lit up a bit this year. Webb is probably one of the not pitcher at all, but like he's been touched the most out of all the Giants pitchers. So that, coupled with being in Coors Field, I say this is an over, or you lay off a play. If you don't like the over, just lay off it, because if you're taking that under, you're going to be sweating the entire game, or you might just not have to sweat at all because it might just hit in the third inning.
100% agree with you. I think this is an overplay here. I don't know how I feel about that because me and BBB are pretty aligned on all the games early today, so I don't know if we should be nervous or excited, but I think it's definitely an overplay. We've been seeing a ton of runs here. We've seen both these teams put up big runs lately. That's going to continue tonight. Give me the over, one of my favorite plays tonight. Mr. Slam, do you have any crazy edge house props or just a side or a total on this one?
Man, I was looking at this game. Giants have beat the Rockies 12 straight, man. I can't even say the Rockies are due because they are terrible. This series and the last series, their bullpen is just getting lit up. This is an over. This is over a no play for me. As BBB said, Logan Webb, he's not the same pitcher as last year. He's been getting lit up. I think the past three starts, his ERA is about a 4.24. And Freeland's been actually getting better. Past three starts, his ERA is 3.57. So this is a potential Rockies winning spot here, but I don't like it. I like the over as a safe play here.
Rockies max play, huh?
I think if Rockies can put up enough runs there, they have a good shot. So I like the over.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch on too, guys, taking a look at both these teams' last 5 games. First, I'll start with the Rockies. 17 runs, 13 runs, 15 runs, 14 runs, 24 runs. That's the total runs in each of their last 5 games. All 5 would have flown past tonight's total. Looking over at the Giants, 17 runs, 13 runs, 21 runs, 4 runs, 10 runs. So the last 3 have all gone over for the Giants as well. Both teams' bats are hot and they're pitching. Both teams is giving up a ton of runs. So I think that trend continues here today.
Sure, love it.
It's weird not yelling man in the back, what's next? Because man in the back is man in the front today. So man in the front / the back. What do we got next?
Boys. Sorry. There you go.
Which one is it? D-backs Dodgers. Okay.
I actually like this one. One side.
You put up a minus 260, bro. All right, boys. We have Davies.
It's a good spot for a pitcher.
Okay. For a pitcher, we'll hear your prop. I'm excited to hear about it. We got Buehler. 4-1 on the year, 2.80 ERA versus Davies, who's 2-1, 3.57 ERA. Dodgers are 14-5 at home, 24-12 on the year, while the D-backs are 8-9 on the road and 18-20 on the year. Slam, you were saying something about a prop. Let's see it.
Yes, sir. All right, let me pull it up real quick. Sorry, boys. Man in the back is working.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey. No, right. We got to get
the
through.
Back is in the front.
All right, boys. So I pulled up Buehler's, strike rates at home, right? Pretty, he hasn't hit. He hasn't hit this year, but his strikeouts 5.5, juiced over minus 145. But if you go to opponents, you can go down here and you go to Arizona, and you go. Let's see, and you go his strikeouts against the D-backs. Buehler turns up when he plays the D-backs here, and to add to that, he's off a terrible outing against the Phillies. He got destroyed against the Phillies in his last outing. I expect him to be locked in here, man. I expect him to get his strikeouts over 5.5. I think this is a good play. Potential max play here for me. And I like the Dodgers to kind of get it done even on the run line. I know they haven't been covering run lines, but last night in game 2, they finally covered the run line, boys. They beat the D-backs, I think, by 10 or something.
I think it was by 9. Blowout.
Yeah, potentially you could see their bats are getting hot now. So I like Buehler in a bounce back here. Dodgers lean lean Dodgers run line as well.
I like it. I lean the over here, guys. Not
This,
an official play yet. BBB, what do you want? I'm on the over. So let's hear what you're on.
I'm on the Dodgers run line with you, Slam. I think this is a great spot for Buehler. Buehler's going to bounce back, and I think this is a bad spot for Davies. He's got a high expected ERA. I think this is a big regression play. I think he's going to definitely slow down in this one, and we see him definitely get touched up. We saw that with Kelly yesterday on the Diamondbacks. I think that we see it again here. There's a reason this is one of the largest money lines that we've seen in baseball so far this year. The books are right on this one. I think you take the run line here, and you can get that for like minus 135. One of the juicier sides of the run lines, but I like it.
I like it. Yeah. Speaking about Merrill Kelly, guys, what happened to him? Beginning of the year, he was talked about being, one of the best pitchers in baseball. People thinking he was going to have a huge year. Last 2 games, he's gotten absolutely shelled. So we'll have to see what happens to Merrill Kelly in the next one. With this line being the way it is, I have no action on this game with it being a minus 300. So let's keep it moving, boys. Astros versus the Red Sox. Not today. Not for me. Not in that one. Not the minus 300. Boys, Astros, Red Sox. We all know how this one has been playing out. We've seen a ton of runs in this one, and the Astros keep getting it done. Garcia on the bump today, 3-1 in the year, 2.94 ERA, going up against Pivetta, who's been absolutely a trash can this year, 1-4, 5.08 ERA. In 33 innings of work, he's given up 33 hits and 14 walks and 4 homers. He's been getting shelled all year long. I'm not even going to go to any of you guys. I'll start this one off. I am all over the Astros. This team is clicking on all cylinders, offensively, pitching, and they just keep getting wins. Give me the Astros at minus 135 today. My favorite play of the day. Slam, what you got?
Yeah, man, looking over at Pivetta, his career against the Astros, 0-3, lost every single 0-3, yeah. So he lost every single time against the Astros. And the Astros have been a hot team, man. It's hard to fade them. I faded them in game 1. Barely got the win there. I don't know, man. I like the Astros here. Pavetta's actually been pitching a lot better the past 3 starts. His ERA is at 2. I see this one goes under. The past 2 games have shot over. Astros and under for me, man, but more of a lean towards the Astros. I actually like the Astros. I'm going to add the Astros to my card. I think they get it done.
It's so hard to not even put them on your card right now. If you've watched any of their last couple of games, every opportunity they've had to blow a game open, they seem that they're taking advantage of that. I know 2 games ago, it took them a couple extra innings. They had bases loaded a few times. I know BBB was on that one with me. It was a long one, but they're getting it done every single night. It's hard to not take them right now. BBB, what you got?
Honestly, this is a kind of a scary one. I feel like it's kind of scary. Like everything points to the Astros just murdering them. And the line, except for the line. So is this going to be the one that's the trap that we've seen the last couple of days, where we got the Angels, we got we've called out some of these traps. So I don't know. I'm going to lay off this one. What do you guys think? Is it going to be the trap, or obviously not. You guys,
I think it's Astros. I think they're 2 in form right now. There's a couple teams right now that seem like every day when they take the field, you expect them to win, and they're not really letting you down too many times. The Yankees, the Astros, and the Dodgers over right now for the last week are the 3 plays that consistently keep hitting. All right, Mr. Slam, what we got next?
All right, boys, moving along. Reds
We're going
and
quick
Guardians
today, boys. We have no Hefe, so the show's flying a little bit. We know he's a little jabbery sometimes, but boys, we have the Reds, we have the Guardians. Shout out Mr. Chow, our resident Reds fan who's always here hanging out with us. We have BBB's favorite pitcher, Molly, on the bump tonight. BBB, what you think about this one?
Molly on the road, guys. I think he pitches a lot better there. I think he's going to do all right. I'm not backing the Reds though here. I'm taking the first 5 under. I like Quantrill. I think he's going. He's starting to figure it out a little bit more here. I've always liked him the pitcher, and I like Molly on the road. I think we see a low scoring battle at least for the starters. So, anytime you got the Reds, usually that's I'm probably jinxing it as soon as I said that, but when you're able to get no hit and barely lose a game without or no hitting another team, so that's just impressive. So, but first 5 under, guys, that's my favorite play for this game.
I'm kind of on a similar wavelength as you. I'm on the full game under 8 at minus 105. Both these pitchers pitch. Quantrill's a better pitcher at home. Molly's a better pitcher on the road. So the situation today is best for the pitching matchup. And I think we're going to see this one stay low. Both teams are going to get to start quieting off. Guardians, especially, we all saw the game yesterday. So I think this one is going to stay very, very low. Mr. Slam, what you got? You have any props for us on this one?
Yeah, man. If you guys look at the screen, I pull up Molly's stats on the road this year and last year. He's hitting at 85%. His strikeouts is at 4.5 today, and juiced over. My bad. I like it. I think he gets this number. And the last game he had on the road was against the Pirates. Hit it at 6 strikeouts there. I think he gets this one easily. But as far as the side goes, looking at his career against the Guardians, he's 0-4. I can't do the Reds. They won yesterday. I don't think they can do it back-to-back here. I think he has a good game, though. I think he goes low scoring until the very end. But I think the Guardians get it done.
I respect it.
Minus 135, like the Guardians, to get it done.
Let's keep it low.
Strikeouts over, though.
So we want strikeouts, we want first 5 under, we want full game under. Love
exactly.
It. Love it. What do we got?
Boys.
How many games do we have left? I feel like we're flying today.
One more game.
Oh, wow. One after this.
We can add a couple X's.
Yeah, we'll see. We have the Padres. We have the Phillies. Let me bring up the pitching matchup here. I believe we have Wheeler on the bump tonight. Let me double check.
And Blake is back.
And we do. Blakey Snell is back. Wow, what a pitching battle we may have tonight. Or it could be a game where both pitchers get rocked. We know how both these guys could be. Blake Snell, haven't got to see him yet. Going over to Wheeler, 1-3, 4.26 ERA. For Zach Wheeler, man, it seems like he pitches a ton of great games to this Phillies team. Doesn't matter if he gives up 1 run. They will lose 1-0. Similar to the Yankees with Jordan Montgomery, every time he pitches, he gives up 2 runs and still gets the loss because the Yankees don't hit for that one pitcher. Seems like that's the Phillies with Zach Wheeler. They never get him run support. BBB, what do you think about this matchup with the return of Snell?
Yeah, honestly, I like fading pitchers making their debut or their comeback game. I think this is a spot where it's got to be a Phillies or nothing play. Wheeler, like we talked about, he's been great and everything. It's just needed the bats. So I'm gotta trust that the bats can show up against a guy that has, making his debut. We saw earlier in the year a lot of pitchers struggle early. This is where he will have that opportunity to do so. So I think we see him struggle a little bit early in this one, and hopefully the Phillies can capitalize. I think a nice, interesting pick here would be taking the Phillies like plus 135.
What was your pick? It lagged out for a second.
BBB.
What was your pick, BBB? It lagged out when you
said. I think it would be nice to take the Phillies on the run line at plus 135.
Cool. Good play. I like it. Yeah, guys, I'm all over the Phillies in this one. It's an open-ended parlay with me. I know we're not covering the other team that we are parlaying with. So in best bets, I'll go over with it. But I definitely think the Phillies get this one done. Exactly what BBB said. Snell should get rocked a little bit. And he's going to have to throw to a lot of righty bats today. I anticipate the Phillies to be able to pull this one out. Mr. Slam, what you got?
All right, boys. Phillies just seem too easy here. I mean, I guess the line is right. Zach Wheeler's been pitching a lot better. He got the win against the Dodgers a couple days ago. Now he's back at home. Let me see. I was pulling up his stats. His day game ERA is actually pretty bad. He's pulling a 7 ERA when he plays day games. I like the over here, boys. Fading Blake here. I think he gets lit up pretty early. Can't see him going very long either. So we'll probably see a Padres bullpen pretty early.
Yeah, I agree.
Zach Wheeler returns home. He plays better at home, but during day games he gets kind of lit up. So I like the over here.
It is a night game tonight, though.
Oh, it's at 4, right? So yeah,
no, it's at 6. It's at 6:45.
Okay.
So it's like a 7.
Okay, so never mind. It's not a day game. So ignore what I just said. Phillies are nothing for me, boys. I don't like this game whatsoever. So.
Especially now it's a night game. Wheeler pitches better.
Yeah, he pitches more
reinforcement. More reinforcement for us there. Boys, I'm going to have you add the Yankees game here. We got to talk about the Yanks. It's this show. We don't talk about them. I probably just explode or something. But we got Garrett Cole on the mound tonight, boys. Yankees against the Orioles. Chapman ruined a lot of people's nights last night. I know we were all texting about it where Chapman blew the run line. And I told you guys exactly why I don't play any minus 1.5 lines. I'd rather find a partner to money line parlay it. What do you guys think about the Yanks? What do you think about the O's? We have Garrett Cole tonight. Any action from you guys? Any parlays?
BBB, go first.
I will take the Yankees if I can be confirmed from Alpha that Garrett gets to use sticky stuff on his butt. So.
Nothing came out that he had to take the sticky stuff off the butt, so I'm assuming he's going to be doing exactly what he's been doing the last couple games. Mr. Slam, are you going to have any action on this one? Or is the price too rich?
First 5.
First 5 you like?
First 5. For me, Yankees in a parlay piece would probably be better. Garrett Cole's been pitching a lot better, man. He's actually past three games, a 1 ERA. And he pitches really well against the O's. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-1 against the O's. Jordan has been 2-1 against the Yankees there. So I don't know. This one's tough. Yankees in a parlay piece would be a solid one for me because I don't know if I can trust the run line.
Y'all already know that's what I'm doing. If the wheels ain't falling off, I'm going to keep playing it. One of the most profitable bets this year is adding Yankees to any parlay piece because of how great their record has been. I'm parlaying the Yankees with the Blue Jays tonight. The Blue Jays have the gas man on the hill, Kevin Gausman, going up against Marco Gonzalez on the Mariners. Marco Gonzalez is not a quality pitcher, and he's a lefty. He's going to have to throw to a lot of big righty bats tonight, and Gausman is going to mow down the Mariners. You can parlay the Yankees and the Blue Jays at a +102. One of my favorite plays tonight by far. So I had to have us go through that game so I can go over that one. But, boys, I think we should do one more game tonight because we have Shohei Ohtani on the hill for the Angels. And these guys have been horrible the last couple of days. They've been right in the game till the end, and then they get blown out in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning. Shohei is going up against Dunning and the Rangers. Slam, what do you think is going to happen in this one?
Ohtani, my brother, has been pitching lights out. His record against the Rangers, it's actually pretty good. I think it's 5-1. He lost his last outing against the Rangers a couple weeks ago, I believe. I'm pulling up his stats right now, but he's been pitching at a 1.50 ERA in the last three games, and Dunning has been pitching pretty good at home. He's a solid home pitcher. Strikeouts over, he's been hitting that as well. Also, every time he plays at home. Ohtani's actually, I was right, 4-1 against the Rangers. But he got lit up the last time. I expect him to bounce back. At the beginning of the season, he wasn't really locked in yet, but he's locked in. I could see this one going under, boys. Both games have gone over pretty easily. The total's only at 7.5, man. That's telling you something. Juice to the under as well. I think this one will be close. I don't think the Angels will get swept, though. I think Ohtani will get a win here. I think this will go under. You'll probably see a maybe 3-1, or 4-2 type game. I think the Angels will cover a run line.
At the end there, you really had to sneak in the Angels probably won't get swept here. You stole my point right from me, right at the end of your spiel. Yeah, guys, the Rangers have won the first 2 games here. Do we really think a team like the LA Angels is going to get swept by the Rangers with Ohtani on the bump today? It's tough to fade the Angels in this spot, but I've been on the Angels the first 2 games of the series, and you know how I'm feeling if I made those bets. They've lost both of them, obviously, so I'm personally going to stay away, but if I didn't bet the Angels the last 2 days and look like a fool, I would definitely be betting them today. BBB, any action?
Yeah, honestly, this is a layaway spot for me with the way they've been playing as of late, and then the heavy juice on this one. I do think they win, but I don't think that I'm going to lay the juice with them with the way they've been playing.
Love it, love it. All right, boys, is it about that time?
It's about that time, boys. Let's go.
All right, let's get it. Best bets, OTB style. We are here. Let's get it. First best bet of the day is going to be the Astros money line -135. Love that play. Second best bet is going to be that parlay I just went over. Yankees money line and the Blue Jays money line. And for a third and final best bet on the day, we are going to be taking which one do I want to give out? I'm going to do the early game. Braves, Brewers, under 6.5. Juiced on the under. Let's get it. BBB, what are your 3?
We're going to be taking the Dodgers on the run line. There's a reason they are the highest money line in the game so far. And then we're going to be taking the Reds, Guardians, first 5, under 4. And then Blue Jays on the run line as well. So 2 run lines and a first 5 under. And then a little nugget here. Scherzer last 21 innings against the Cardinals has not let up a single run. So if you like the Scherzer today,
I'm on the Mets too.
I would take the Mets first 5. Probably.
Mets and Yankees parlay piece.
Don't do the double New York parlay. You
don't trust the bullpen in New York.
No, what do you mean? The Yankees are the best bullpen in baseball, but don't do a double New York parlay. Throw in the Blue Jays.
All right, boys. Let's do this. I got an early game for you guys. Tigers first 5. I was thinking about this, but I love it. I'm going to trust it. Tigers first 5 run line. You could see a 1-0 lead or a 0-0 lead. It's going to be one of those type of games here because I think the first 5 will go under. And then we didn't talk about this game, but Nationals and Marlins under 7.5. Shit, I think I see some 7s already, but you can get 7.5 still. Gray actually pitches well on the road, better than when he plays at home. And then Lopez has just been pitching lights out. He's a damn good pitcher. So I like this one to go under. And then as far as player props, Buehler over 5.5. Molly over 4.5 strikeouts as well. So like those plays. Probably have more. Join the Discord, boys. We'll be posting in there tonight.
Yep. Follow ATS Spot as well, boys. We will be back later today for Off the Bounce at 4:30. Make sure you guys come back and stay tuned for I'm not going to do the Hefe thing, Slam. If you want to do it, you could do the humongous thing. But we have a huge game tonight. We're excited to dive into it. We won't have Hefe, unfortunately, but you guys know you have the 3 of us. So we're excited to dive into it. Anything from you boys before we get out of here?
No, we're good, man. Join the Discord, boys. We'll be posting our prize pick videos. We got the props ready. We'll be posting out here shortly in an hour.
We are out of here. See y'all at 4:30.
Peace.